Hi guys, so right now we're back to another section of trading good with me. So let's let's get going. So we know the last video I made, I was talking about how gold is going to break all-time high, come back to our POI and all da. But gold didn't end up breaking. So the POI marked up by the way, somewhere around here, I think. So gold didn't come back to, tap us in before going back to the upside. But then, you know what it did? It did exactly what we presumed that what it was going to do. And what was that? It brought all the way back up. It brought all the way back up and broke structure right here. So this was the good all-time high break of structure. Right. Now, what did you do when it got to the upside? It's became an all-time high. But then one thing you have to learn, everybody needs to learn is once it broke structure, yeah, it broke when it got to all-time high, it took out all-time high with a break of structure. Now, what does this signify? It signifies that gold is still super bullish, right? But then most likely I'll be expecting this pullback. Now, this is premium and discounts. A lot of people should know about this. Now, what does premium and discount mean? Is so basically, price at the premium price has to sell into this 50% zone to keep buying. So premium is when everything is expensive, discount is when it's cheaper. And remember that in life, like you just have to apply this to like everyday life. Yeah. When things are cheaper, we buy. When things are expensive, we sell. So basically, we look for sales in the premium zone down into the discount zone, and this is discount zone, this 50% level right here. So how do I get this? I get this by taking by getting my low from the most recent swing. Now what's the most recent swing? This is the swing low, and then remember, for normal way of like market structure, low high low high low high, so higher low and higher high. So now the pullback has to be into the 50% discount zone, right? Now this is what we're expecting. I'll be expecting more sales down to this zone, maybe the zone we had since the last video. I'll be expecting to buy from this place. And I want to risk 5,000. I still really want to risk 5,000 on this because I believe it's going to be a long buy. So let's see how it goes, right? So this is what I expect. So discount zone, premium price sell into discounts. Then but I remember these sales, I called the sales, but right now I'm just going to do a breakdown of how I traded last week. So stay tuned. So this candle was the opening of last week on Monday. This was how it opened and then broke structure, right? So obviously we know it's still bullish, but then there was a lot of ups and downs, indecision going on right here. So, but I still caught trades right here. So let me explain how I caught some trades over there and how you can use it in your everyday trading. So I'm just going to I'm going to go to 5 minutes. I think I caught beginning of the day. That was so did I catch a trade? Yes, I caught this trade. Now here, what did I see? Let me explain what I saw. Right. So we already know that we already have this high, then price go down here, but then this happened. Until price formed this this other block right here. So this was an other block, and then there was a liquidity, right? So now this other block liquidity, what the price do? Price broke structure again. So basically, we know that valid order blocks are like how to get a valid order block is after the order block has been formed, there'll be an impulsive move on a break of structure with a present liquidity, and that was what happened right here. So there was a present liquidity right here and the obvious break of structure right here, and then price came, tapped into this, I called these buys, I sent it, I posted it. If now this was the first buy that I caught, right? Now there was a pullback. Now let me show you guys how it was easy for me to catch all this trade. I don't know what time frame that was, but yes, 15 minutes. So after I caught this one, the same thing I explained earlier on the last video. So after I caught this first buy, then the second one was this high broke structure. In short, there was a double break of structure to the upside. So, like I said in the last video, before you know whether a price is bullish or bearish, there have to be a break of structure. Now, this break of structure is what determines, okay, we'll still buy, we'll still sell, right? Now, a break of structure happened right here after this first buy. Now we have this second buy right here, and this second buy is an order block, right? And price tapped into this. I made about 14, 15K from this buy, right? So this was it, and boom, cut to this high and here. All right, so the next thing I did, I wasn't rushing into, trying to buy again or, trying to look for a trade. I had to calm down because the way this candle closed here, I didn't know what to do next, to be honest. Like I was just giving trading a little bit space. The way it closed and turned back, but like I knew it was still going to come back up. But now the question is from where? That was the question, right? Now there was another POI right here, a price bought from, and this is an order block. Anyways, I marked this out, but I didn't take this. I didn't take this because I wasn't so sure about the trade. Now you can see we have our liquidity here, and here we also have our liquidity inducing, and we also have our liquidity here. So remember, we can't trade without liquidity, right? So this was what happened, and then price came, bought from here, boom. It's that simple. Well, let me see. I think, sorry, that was a mistake. Oh my God. What did I do? Okay, I think we'll go back to the lower time frame. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I changed the time frame by mistake. Okay, so I looked for another buy. Yes, I did look for another buy. Now this buy right here, why didn't it play out? Now let's see why this other block didn't play out. So that other block didn't play out there because on 30 minutes time frame, price swept liquidity. Price did not break structure. Yes, this was why I didn't buy. Yeah, this is exactly why. Because on the high time frame, this was what happened. Price swept liquidity. Price did not break structure. Now, price has to head to another liquidity, which was this. But anyone that took this buy probably like made money because like it was about 4,573 to 4,596, about 230 pips. I mean, depending on what size you use, you made money, you feel me? But then that was why this other block did not hold, right? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people lost money here. I mean, the count is telling us that a lot of others were here, people were buying. That's why these projections were here. So basically, the count is telling us that, yeah, a lot of people placed order right here. But remember, like I told you guys, there was no break of structure. So why are you buying? The high that was made like didn't break structure. So basically, it's looking for a liquidity, and that liquidity is you. That was it. You feel me? So this was the liquidity, and he grabbed this, of course. So where did he buy from next? So a friend of mine also sent me this, but I was so chill about it. Like, to be honest, I did not take the trade because I don't know, I wasn't convinced. I wasn't convinced by what happened there. So I think he bought around here. So yeah, this happened. Then let's go down and see more trades, see how good played out. So this buy happened. I don't even think any significant thing. Oh yeah, yes, I caught this buy. This buy made me money. Right. Exactly. Now, what did I see here? Why did I take this buy? Let me see. 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 Time frame did I see that? I'm trying to see what time frame I caught the buy on. What's my network about? I think it was here. Was it? Yeah, actually, this was where I caught the buy from. This was where I caught the buy from. I caught the buy. It was very beautiful, man. Now, why did I catch this buy? I saw a break of structure right here. With a candle body close. And then price came back in here. This was our liquidity. So I had to buy from here. I had to buy from here. Right. My target was this, of course. My target was this. Right. This was my target. But now let me give you guys a scoop. The same thing about liquidity and sweeping. That was why many people lost buys here. Many people bought from here. People bought from here. People were looking for buys here, trying to hold the buy from here to God knows where. People were trying to buy from here, maybe sweep of this, trying to hold the buy to God knows where. But then you've forgotten that this was a sweep of all this liquidity right here. There was a sweep of all this liquidity right here. There was no break of structure at all. Price swept this place, and all I was looking for, to be honest, was tanking to this side. That was all I was looking for. And that was exactly what Price did. Price sold from there but sold down to this. Now remember, overall target was bullish by breaking structure here, but this wasn't going to hold because why price was coming from a high and then this was liquidity, right? And then remember what I told you guys. The first thing I said when I entered this class was um premium premium on discounts. That was the first thing I mentioned when I got into this class, right? I remember, see what happened. Premium price sold inside the discount zone, which is this, and bought from here. That was that, and it was that simple, right? So, the sales came here, bought from here. Then there was another buy here, another buy here. And this is a demand buy. This is a demand zone, by the way. So I didn't enter this. I was skeptical, but I bought from here, but I didn't enter this one. So maybe this happened. Price swept the high. Price did not also break structure. Price just swept this high. So now the sweep of this high was just indicating, oh guys, we're about to sell. So any that sell you see, just hop on the sell, right? Now let me see. I made a mistake, guys. Like I won't even lie, I made a mistake. I don't even know what match I was watching. I think it was Nigerian match I was watching that day. I was I don't know. I don't know what happened to me, but I don't think I checked this break of structure. I think the price was just buying up, and in my head I thought it was. And then I set this limit, and I was just watching the match because it happened so fast, and that was really bad, man. I lost. I tried buying from here, and I lost. Now this is also going to tell you guys that everything I was been explaining right here is working perfectly. You see how I bought from here, and see there was no break. So why am I buying? I was a victim of this buyer. Big victim. I won't lie. I was a victim. But yeah, that's it. I learned from my lessons. I won't do it again. I lost money there. But yeah, now you can see how that happened. And me knowing that there was a sweep of this, right? Now let's go to 30 minutes time frame. Let's see. So you can see that there was a sweep of this liquidity here. There was no break, and then price sold down. So what's the next thing we're looking for? Price moves from liquidity, right? So after seeing that, I saw the break of this low on with a candle body close. Now this is a market structure shift. Now this is a market structure shift, not just this low. It broke two times, it broke two lows, this low and this low with a candle body close. So now this is a market structure shift. Now this is just the easiest way to trade this pair. Now then I see my other block right here and this. Now that block liquidity, and then the liquidity also broke structure. Liquidity came, there was other block liquidity that broke structure right here. This basically market structure shift, right? Now this happened, price came back into this other block. All you just have to do is enter. The best, if you've noticed, guys, a lot of bad boys like in the industry call this trade, the likes of Tony, Zilla, and myself. And we call this trade. I think Believe was a call this trade. I think it should be something like that. A lot of bad Nigerian traders, man. Wherever you are in the country, like wherever you are in the world and you're watching this video, just know that Nigerian traders, we are the best of the best, man. Caught this trade and he was this precise. He was this precise. I'm not even joking with you. Like, he was this precise. That was it, bro. Like, that was it. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. So basically, this is just how I traded for the week. And to be honest with you guys, I'm still expecting more sales on gold all the way down to my favorite POI that I want to buy from, which is this POI. So all we just have to do is wait for it to happen. Guys, give me a minute, please. So this is how I traded good this week, and I should not say ended up profitable. I mean, I did though. So yeah, it was just that simple. Like once you can tell the story happening by these candles, you should be able to take this trade by knowing the structure, knowing what the candle is saying, knowing where the price is coming from, and where the price is going to. So I'm still going to be um bullish overall, but I want to sell to a particular point. What do I need to buy? But I want to sell. Remember, I marked this whole zone out. I did this something like this, right? So now this is discount. So I'm gonna sell into the discount to look for buys to keep buying up. So guys, it's that simple. And I want you guys to look for yourselves. Me personally, I'll be selling. Why? Because remember this high right here, swept liquidity here, it didn't break structure. So basically, we're looking at what possible sales can we take, right? What possible sales can we take? I'm looking at something here, but onto market open because you see price just closed like very close to the PI. So we just have to wait till market is on, then we see what happens. Right. I wish you guys the best of the new week, and I hope you guys understand. If you have any question, you can send me a DM on my Instagram, J_AYYD, Twitter, J_AYYD. My Telegram link will be on my Twitter bio, Instagram bio, you feel me? So thank you guys so much. And make sure you guys trade with the best broker asset market. I have the link on my Telegram. No, I don't think I've done the whole verification yet, so I don't think I can post it here right now. But yeah, we offer the best services. We give you a 50% deposit bonus, very fast withdrawal, you feel me? So make sure you do sign up with them and enjoy everything. Very tight spirit, no swap, no commission, others. Nah, we don't do that. So you guys have a very nice weekend and enjoy yourself. Get ready for the new week. And I hope this video teaches you guys one or two to avoid losses for the new week. Have a very great day, guys.